There are many angry hammer boys. Meet armor-piercing arrows. Yeah, that's the hope. I need to take out the Artie and we'll be freaking ready to rock. Well, this map is a pile of crap, but we'll just set up over here because we need to take out the artillery anyway. Guess I really don't have to worry about Cav flanking me, do I?
We are ready!
We are ready. I might get some actual use out of these guys as well. Potentially. Cabdresses are a little bit less useful, seeing as how there's nothing large for them to attack. I guess maybe there's his leader, maybe, on the Anvil of Doom, but I think that's pretty much it. Alright, time to fail at this roll. Yep, there it goes. It's fine, I didn't want it anyway. I actually hate casting spells. It's my least favorite part of everything.
It is done. Eager for battle. Onwards to murder! Murder awaits! Battle calls! It is done.
Forth! Without question. Moving out! Dark elves!
Murder awaits! Druki, forward! Onward!
Go.
Corsairs! Advance! Druki! Dealers in death!
You
guys can just chill over here, I guess. Alright, back over here. Meanwhile... Casual flying. We're not coming to destroy you at all. Don't worry about us. Alright, dragons. Please, dragon breath. Well, it looks like it's working so far. I think everybody dragon breath. I think. Anybody not? Oh, you didn't. You failed for some reason. Everybody else, I think, did, though. And he's still not. Oh, there he goes. Alright, he did, he did. We're good, we're good, we're good. Back off. Where are his slayers? In here. Yeah, whatever, I'll just blast there. It's fine. I want to bring my sorcerers up here. Speaking of roofs like that again. Way worth it. Yikes! He's hitting me with those grudge throwers. What a freaking guy. At least this guy's the one with my bandolier of potions, so. Phew! Actually, it was halfway decent damage, to be honest. For a spell that I'm pretty positive is supposed to be used against single targets. Alright, we should be cooled down on our Dragon Breath, so we'll swing around again and hit his Artie. I think we hit a tree on this grudge thrower. Should have to swing around to this side. I should have a cleaner line of fire here. Go.
Setting forth on to battle. Sacrifice them.
Kind
Forward.
of seeing if the enemy wants to group or not. chased by freaking gyrocopters. Brave dwarves, man.
Moving out! Carnage awaits! Sorceress of Grund!
I will hit him with a fireball, too.
Sarius!
Where did my fireball go?
Striking out!
Interesting.
We shall know fear! Going!
Oh well, I didn't want the fireball anyways.
Forward! Setting forth! Onward!
This one's probably gonna hit a tree.
By and
I almost
aha!
guarantee it. Yeah.
Shenmue!
Instantly into a tree. Alright. Let's get back over here and let's finish these guns off.
Sorceress! Advance! Striking out! Carnage awaits!
Use the last of our dragon breaths here.
All powerful!
What's going on down here? Just drop that right there. Seems like it might be decent. Yeah. Fairly effective.
It is done.
Fly this way.
Going!
Okay, a bunch of enemies are actually moving up on me now, so let's be cognizant of that, I guess. Bring the dragons back around up here. See, I think he's got one cannon left and 2 grudge throwers, and Organ Gun technically, I suppose, could come back. Oh, camera, please. Why you do these things?
Striking out!
All right, hammerers. Prepare to meet arrows.
Punishing them!
Oh, those gyrocopters. Woof! Smoked.
Bring it down.
72 health.
Dead.
Slayers are getting jacked up pretty quick. Good.
Dread knights. Understood. Dark shards. Destroy.
Shoot these iron
Without
breakers.
question, as you say. Turn. Slash. Kill.
Hammerers.
Massacre them. Eager for battle.
You guys just turn out this way, actually.
Carnage awaits.
Point.
Dark riders. Die. with
Sure,
me.
charge them. Whatever. Alright, well this looks like a decent place for one of these.
Warrior Sarius! Ah! Onward!
Die. Yes, blackguards.
Yeah, that went fairly well. It's decently effective. Let's land over here. Guard mode. Oh yeah, they're not on guard mode. You're right.
Dark shards. By your command.
Yeah, forgot to guard mode them.
Servant of Hecate!
Blackguards. Moving out. The merciless host.
Death hang!
Alright, let's get the dragons back in the air.
Blackguards.
Let's reconstitute our front line.
Zara shot! Quickly now!
Let's put the dragons up here to deal with the enemy arty.
Forward!
Merciless warriors.
Dark elves!
Guys, shoot at that.
Sorceress of Grund! Setting forth!
Archers are shooting at me right now.
Carnage awaits.
Don't appreciate that.
Dark shark. Following orders.
Front line to move it up slightly.
Witch elves. Advance.
Front line up with those guys. Dragon there, dragon there, dragon there. You two come back this way. We'll land on top of his leader, / the enemy ranged units back there.
Moving out. Advance.
You guys run around that side.
Dark Rider.
You go hit those archers.
Slash. Kill. Dread Knight.
Red Knights come around there too. Alright, cool. That should be it. Yep.
Dark Riders.
Sure is.
Dark Rider crossbow.
Just finished killing off some of these bad boys. Make it easier for the follow-up attack. Finish them off. I mean, it helped that he attacked me, like, part of his army attacked me, and then the other part of his army attacked me because he was really, really, like, concerned about the dragons flying around back there, like his melee units weren't going to do anything. Yes, I'm just going to land on top of all of your hammers and get the shit kicked out of me. Sounds like a great plan. On second thought, let's not do that. What's that pointing here to Overlord? Hey, man, how's it going? Just murdering dwarves, you know how it goes.
My glorious victory. Finding my way.
Get off
Tyrant.
my island. It's my island. You can't have it.
Black-hearted dreadlord. Going forth.
Hate incarnate.
This guy. Buzzed and tired, feeling good? Fair enough. As long as you're feeling good. You murder everything. I do my best. Sometimes I don't murder things as well as I hope I can. But, you know, we try. We already have a road building. We don't have any slaves coming here, but we'll build that anyways. Actually, hang on. Can we build a witch tower here? Or a freaking sorcery building here too? No, it doesn't look like it. Because we already have the other one. Darn. Right. Well, whatever. Whatever. I see you keeping more orgy funds. It's important stuff. Oh shit! I should save some of the money. Hang on. Instead of building this, let's build walls in Skaven Blight. That sounds like a better idea. There we go. It's gonna take a long time for those walls to construct, anyways, because Skaven Blight.
Not in this world or the other.
Manon. Dual. Coming up here. Screw with me. Okay. Sartosa. One, two, three, four. We're at 4. We need to get frickin' Gainville back at some point. We're also about to have a rebellion up here.
The very air is tainted.
I am Morathi.
Oh, there's some
Do you take
freaking
me for
dwarves
a
within
wizard?
murder range. Alright, we'll get those guys. Barbstorm, what are you doing?
Black Court.
Oh yeah, this mess. Is there anything else that I can do that's not this giant pile of garbage?
The sorceress. To misery.
So these dwarves
Big arm.
might be in range of this. Yeah, it looks like they are. Oh no, they're not actually. Shit. Shit. I guess I'll just scooch up closer. Marathi should be able to knock these guys out, and this Blackheart should be able to deal with that stuff.
No way.
You got 3 twins here, and one of them's looking to the right. He likes to be differentiated from the rest of his brothers, apparently. Okay, let's deal with this, I suppose. Alright, well, this part of the fight we're just going to auto-calculate. Because that is like 4 troops.
Kill them!
Let's hit up him.
Draw your blades, we fight!
Him.
Gifts from Cain.
Nice.
Noble born.
Bretonia, go home. Dan Holmgren got enough runesmiths? I don't know. I guess he likes to surround himself with runesmiths.
Traitors do not.
Not sure what that means, but
No, I am the lion.
all right. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna move
Seeking
back over here
victims.
because he can't
Vicious
move through this area because of Oxel. He have to siege it and then run an army through.
Dreadlord.
So if I stand far enough away, he can basically only hit me with one army.
This can never come to
This army's a pile of crap too, isn't it?
Not in this world or the other.
Bretonia's running out of gas at this point, actually. Like, they freaking came down here with the pedal to the floor, and the jungle has done what the jungle does, and has actually attritted them really hard. Freaking Charlie's everywhere! Maybe they keep getting assassinated, and he said, fuck it, they can't kill 3 in one go. It's fair, I guess. I mean, he's right.
Favored of the Witch King.
Okay, well, that mess actually wasn't as big a mess as I thought it was going to be, because I basically just picked off 2 really, really incredibly low armies, but that's fine.
I admire your darkness. Say it, damn you.
Hailing on. Bretonia is France and Lustria is their French Indochina.
I am the first sword.
Alright, dwarf boy. How dare you sail in my waters? My island. Can't have my island. Alright. Dragons. I remember that from history. When you fight in Vietnam, there's dragons. Pretty sure. I think that's the way that goes. Anyway, a guide for Hextall. I'm playing co-op. Vortex had a rough start as well. Hextall does have kind of a rough start. You kind of have to abuse ambushes against the enemy. Try to draw them out with like a... Try to draw the enemy armies out of their cities with like a bait lord, essentially, and then try to ambush them. Eco dragons with napalm. Yeah, fair. That's usually a lot of what I have to do in the early game is bait the computer's armies out so you can murder them and then take their cities. Alright, I'm gonna fight this battle, and then while it's loading, I'm gonna go use the latrine, and I will be right back to fight this out. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Glad to have you here. Hope everybody's having a fun time watching all the murder. But I'll be right back.
Revenge awaits.
Okay, I'm back. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see that I'm back, but, you know, I'll say it anyway. What do we got? We got cannons over here. He's got a bunch of long beards. Actually, it's not too bad. It's mostly long beards. I think we might just close with him and just destroy his face.
Cold-blooded killers.
Run up. Just run up on him. Everything.
Dark shots.
Just get the dragons and Marathi on top of his stuff and call her good.
Dark Rider crossbows.
Got these guys I gotta work
We
with
are
now too.
ready.
The kid who played the sparkly vampire in Twilight is going to be the new Batman. Oh, Patterson or whatever? I don't know how I feel about that because he's not terrible. He's just that part was really, really bad.
Marathi.
It's just what everybody knows him by. Like, he's in other things. And it's not as bad. And he openly mocked the character he was having to play for Twilight, so I don't know. It might be fine. We'll see. I have no idea. At this point, we keep having new people playing superheroes, like, ad nauseum, so I'm never sure what to think.
Black guns.
They just keep cycling through people like crazy.
I move.
Oh yeah, he sort of, like I said, he like openly mocked the Twilight character that he had to play quite often.
Murder awaits.
And he clearly was like, this is a bad career choice.
Behold my
I mean, I'm sure he
fury.
made a lot of money doing it, but
Nagaroth's fury.
as far as like people making fun of him and shit.
Forward, it will be.
Anyway, the dragons are on that side. Yeah, Marathi landed on that. That's good. He does have slayers over here, so you have to be a little bit careful. I just gotta be aware.
Sorcerers.
Yes, group up on me. Great plan.
Feel my bent.
Advance,
How'd that plan work out for you, dummy?
Marathi. At my command.
Black guns. Dark elves. Without question.
Marathi.
Alright, if I can pull these dragons out, I would like to. Those giant slayers are gonna frickin' ruin me. Come on, dragon. You're bigger than dwarves. Walk through them. There we go. A DPS on those frickin' giant slayers is no joke.
Black guns. Death. Battle calls. Battle calls. End them. Orders understood. Kill them. By your command. Death is coming.
Get in there.
Make them bleed. Attack. Kill everything.
Yeah, everything being dead sounds like a plan. I can do that.
Advance, Druki.
Let's see.
Marathi.
Let's drop some shite over here.
Fury, come forth.
Feels okay. You guys on top of that. Go on top of that. Go on top of that.
No mercy.
Light these dudes up.
Merciless warriors. Dark shards. Slash.
Jeez Louise.
Kill. Onward.
I don't know if that's really gonna hit too much, but we'll see.
Back.
Yeah, it actually was pretty good.
Urathan.
Feel my fury.
That worked.
Black gods. Kill
Deal with
everything.
giant slayers now. We're good.
Merciless warriors. I sense defeat.
It gotta be hard for him to be Batman. Batman's not exactly the most impressive role.
Cold-blooded killers.
I mean, most superheroes are not like too crazy to have to portray. I guess the hardest part about being being one of those characters is trying to like please people, because everybody's got an idea of like what the character is like, you know. Your sub ran out in between those two messages? Oh shit. Yeah, superheroes are very one-dimensional. Yeah.
Know me and despair.
Well, you can still Ula. That's interesting.
Mother of the Druki.
Maybe Twitch is just messing up. I know Twitch messes up on occasion and doesn't, and takes your badges away. Or also, I think there's a little bit of lag time on subs for streak reasons, I guess. I think. I guess I don't know. I don't know for sure, but
Lord of the Black Tower.
some of the way that subs work on Twitch is a little archaic. I don't know all the rules. Nice. And we assaulted Lewin. Not a ton of damage. We got a little bit. Every little bit helps. Or we're gonna double back and deal with that crap. Whoa, what happened, Winkle? What is the cause of your consternation? Let's throw Sabiath down here, I guess. I see.
To the Druki! Forward!
Yeah, we got 14 grand pumping. Can we try to build that army again, maybe? Maybe?
My skills are yours.
I'll ignore that.
Double Luminarch. Double Luminarch, but he's also got Spearmen, so... okay.
Not likely. Absolutely not.
Interesting. Just root for yourself real quick. Alright.
A corruption.
Yeah, I imagine if you aethered yourself, you freaking would suck what you got when you woke up. Okay, so, who's that lord that I hired and fired, like, in a turn? Where you at, lady? I think it was the one with campaign movement speed, was that it? Or is she... oh, no, wait, she's still wounded for 2 more turns. Alright, well, we'll just hold off then for the moment. Who needs brain cells? Brain cells grow back, right? It's like ribs. He's just strongest to survive. Yeah, we'll go with that. Right. Okay, I think that's all we can do this turn, actually. Anybody want to talk to me in a peaceable sort of fashion? Anyone at all?
Before it, your words and heart are hollow. My hounds.
At least my reliability ranking's back up to very high. We're actually strength rank 2 right now. Just behind the dwarves. Bretonia's actually 5. Yikes. Fuck, it's 4. Oh, what else? Okay, that makes sense. You got so many brain cells, you can't be using them all at once anyway. I mean, it's missing a few. Who cares, right?
What do you want?
Tandwin comes down. I'm going to kill you. Do you want a peace treaty? Gosh damn it, Tandwin. How much money are you going to give me for it? Oh, alright, fine. Alright. Captain, my captain, rebuild your freaking armies. I'm fighting off like five or six freaking Bretonian armies in the southern part of this island. You better pull your weight. No, leave me alone. Ow. My most of me. Why did you stab me in my me? Hey, leave off. The invasion of North America continues. What did he just do? He's just sailing around me. So many dwarf things. I mean, at least we're killing them off. Like, we've taken out a couple armies now, so that's good. Oh, he's just gonna go in on it. He's just gonna go in on it. It's a secondary army. I'm trying to assess whether or not I can actually cause any casualties here. Does increasing the difficulty increase the way that the main factions play? Like when I play, the Empire usually gets its shit tossed. Same with dwarves. So the higher difficulty you play on, the more focused the computer is at killing you. And also the more it has like reduced upkeep and stuff like that. Anyway, it gets reduced upkeep, it gets reduced attrition, it gets reduced time to build, I believe, by like a turn or something like that. It gets a bunch of bonuses, so that does affect the way that it plays, because it has more units to use in most cases, and it's more focused on murdering the player than it is at lower difficulty levels. He's been building a lot of Pegasus Knights. Pegasus Knights, frickin' Royal Hippogriff Knights. They're reinforced in 10 seconds. There's just a lot more of them, obviously, because they can construct more armies. Is there a difficulty where it's all identical to the player? You mean like everything just is kind of evened out? I'm pretty sure normal is everything is evened out, and there's like pretty much no player focus. I'm just gonna do this. I don't think I really can do much here. He just summarily backs off. Okay, whatever. Oh, hi, Wood Elves. How are you? I'm gonna have to turn my army around that's at Skaven Blight and head over and deal with that. Easy player has bonuses, normal is normal, and higher than that, the AI just gets the same buffs as player debuffs. Yeah.
The whispers.
And also when you play on less than normal, the computer... So on higher difficulty levels, the computer focuses you more. On easy, the computer avoids you more. Starting is a difficult part, so your placements... your placement of surrounding factions. Yeah, usually. Usually that's the case. Just getting things going is the hard bit. Like this particular late game here has gone completely just like friggin' insane. This is not exactly the most typical late game. I've had other games that are like this, but this is like one in every. Oh gosh, I don't even know. Like one in every like 10 or 10, 15 campaigns where this crazy nonsense happens.
Weakness cannot be tolerated.
How can you just breeze through Legendary every day? I mean, it's just what I'm used to. Like, I always play on Legendary, so it's just, I don't, like, feel like,
The very air is
I don't really feel like I'm getting cheated as much. I mean, you definitely know, you can tell the computer has cheats, but, like,
Master of cruelty.
it's not like suddenly the computer has way more stuff than you're used to it having, because the computer always has lots of stuff, you know? His units are always really, really strong.
Watch
Yeah.
and wait.
Hey, success. Nice.
Hate incarnate.
This action does not have my
That's actually pretty good
consent.
right there. You cheat too when some of the A units get stuck. I mean, you're not wrong.
Dread King.
I'm not going to deny that. Sometimes I'll cheese the computer because the computer is a cheesy bastard, and I feel vindicated doing so on occasion.
I am the Witch King. Preparing an ambush.
But you are not incorrect in saying that I do not cheese, that the computer doesn't get cheesed as well. Sometimes the computer is really stupid, and you take advantage of that.
corruption of the vilest sort.
To misery.
Trace, load up, Deadwood. No. Nagarathe. Let's get them walls leveled up, shall we?
Tempt me not.
Tempt me not, mortal. Assault these guys. Success. Yay.
Sheesh.
We should be fine against that. I really shouldn't have to do anything special to deal with that situation.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
White Tower.
Spellcaster. I am gone.
Just run you down here, I guess. That's almost leveled up, fully leveled up again, so that's
Noble
cool.
born.
Alright, so we have
Unwise.
Dodon. There he is. I wondered where this dude was. He's been freaking hiding on me.
Sigma.
There's always an elf named Dodon.
I will not. My lady will not allow it.
Cruelty and violence.
It's one of the it's one of the certainties in this world.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Agree.
No.
Littlest rebellion going on here. What do I think the most important unique building is to Dark Elves?
Cease your provocation.
Either this one that gives negative 25% dragon upkeep, or potentially
Madness fills the air.
this one, which gives 10% upkeep reduction for all units, all armies. This one's really fucking good too, though.
Vile corruption is spreading.
I would say any three of these are really, really incredibly nice to have. But this one is probably less of the other two, because negative 25% dragon upkeep reduction is insane. That's so much money that you're saving. The slave decline one, yeah, that's a pretty damn good one too. Yeah, this one's really fucking strong. Actually, I think this one is better than this one over here at Agreef. Honestly. See those cold one nights? If only they were any good. Alright. I think we're gonna just roll up to Misnar here and actually colonize it again. Oh, we need a little bit extra cash. Yeah, if you're gonna max that shite out.
This is ill-considered.
You're ill-considered.
Slaughter calls us.
Those are a little slow. They're a little slow and they're a little ineffective.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Unfortunately.
Nagaron! Moving. I shall not rest.
Okay, fine.
Vicious dreadlord.
Fine, be that way. Asshole.
I will not
Run away from me, why don't you? I'm just gonna go hide in my fortress. Pout.
No.
Let's do that. Are we all sometimes?
My skills are yours.
I think that's just one of the tragedies of being human. So we're all just a little slow sometimes. Can't always have us at our best.
Will you take me, Bonchow?
What is the best faction to start a campaign in Legendary without getting slapped around? So the best faction out there, I believe, would be Tyrion. He starts a really strong position. He is very strong, and like your campaign just like freaking just skyrockets. Though his first couple of turns might not be the easiest, to be honest, on Legendary. That's another really good Legendary start. That's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. I mean, Setter ain't too bad. But you have to be okay with playing Tomb Kings, obviously, for that one. Malekith's pretty okay, also. Most of the Bretonnian factions aren't too bad either. But again, you gotta want to play Bretonnia then, too. Tyrion Mortal Empire's Vortex Star is a bit trickier. That's true, I guess the Vortex, yeah. In Mortal Empires, it's not too bad. The Vortex start, you have this weird, like, army nonsense going on, like, all over the place. Like, there's some Dark Elves hanging out around this area, and that's kind of, you gotta have to, like, do some chess moves real quick. One of these days, I'm gonna prove that Bretonnia is the richest faction in the game. One of these days, I'll spawn 500 Toll Keepers. Bretonnia also does not get hit by supply lines. They don't have supply lines. Not at all. Which makes them really good on Legendary. Really good. It's one of the reasons why I love Bretonnia. Oh, Manfred. Manfred's pretty good on Legendary. Okay. They're probably your favorite faction. I mean, I can see why. Like, I'm a big fan of Bretonnia as well, but I know why it's... I could definitely see why not everybody likes Bretonnia. There are some people that just hate playing Bretonnia. And it's understandable. Alright, let's see. Let's do this for the millionth time. I think we're good for the turn. Beast
Fear my malice.
Binder is not really doing anything.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous indeed. Is there anybody around? Should we just murder these guys?
Short-sighted.
They'll just
Dreadlord of
respawn after a
Naggaroth.
while, so it's probably not really worth my
Lord
time.
of fear.
We're down our... Oh, he stabbed my freaking witch elf again. You bastard.
Assuming command.
Just gonna jump in here for the moment. Yeah, I was had a hard time taking tempo off at the start. I don't know, I never really had too much trouble with the vampires in general. But maybe that's just me. They are one of my... They are basically my favorite faction, so... 900 gold per city is insane for a non-elf faction. You are correct, it is.
Your need.
Okay. Oh yeah, technology. Literally going to get bolt cartridges last. You either get this technology really early, or you don't get it at all. Well, until you have nothing else to research.
Dark heart is yours. Death to the weak.
Quizon's
Adequate.
slight skill point. Who the heck are you?
Adequate.
Oh, you just
They
gained a skill
have
point.
their
Alright, that's
uses.
fine. I think this is Malekith's caster, if I remember right. Yeah, this is
This
Malekith's
one is capable enough.
caster. We need to get her back to Malekith. Hopefully before
Your
before
will?
getting stabbed.
Gathering my strength.
But we need to go up through the top anyways for that, so that works. Cult O Sotek. They're probably my favorite faction. Hippogriff spam is so good. Yeah, the Hippogriff Knights are honestly one of the strongest units in the entire game. They have so much damage and so much charge bonus. And this is why I didn't upgrade the city, because I knew this was going to happen.
Death and carnage wait.
It's a good thing they don't have like a breath attack or something, or they probably would rival dragons as far as like actually being a shit stompy unit. Actually, even without a breath attack, I think they rival dragons as being an incredibly strong shit stompy unit. There is a little bit more. Wow, we actually got out of that? You bastard. It's got to be a little bit more careful with them in some cases, essentially. But otherwise. An unending swarm of dwarves. Swarm of dwarves! The AI casts Swarm of Dwarves. It's not very effective. Ugh. Damn it. That on the other hand. Hello, Bretonia. Are they unassing the area? People are getting upset at home. It's time to pull out, boys.
Get ready for a breakdown!
Royal Star Lord, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today.
What is it you seek? I am most intrigued.
Peace treaty. I demand all your money. Hand it over. No? Fine. Alright. Some of your money. Some more of your money. More of your money. More of your money. Thank you. For the 7,000 gold. 7 Lord, 1 through 2 Wizards, Life Mage at a minimum, and then go ham on hippos. Nothing beats it. Hi, in most campaigns, dwarves become incredibly powerful. I see that is your case too, yes. Yeah, this current patch, they are off the chain. Bretonia, the Empire, and the dwarves are all just, like, freed from the real, essentially, in this patch. Yeah, make sieges super quick. Yeah, you just fly up and ruin everybody.